What's going on, everybody? What a week in crypto. I'm here, Sam Connor, and I've got my good friend, as always, Anthony Barker, man. What's going on, man? You smiling pretty good this week, man. You seem like you're in a good mood.
Santa came early bearing gifts.
Man, you know what? I don't even try to predict what's going to happen. When I see weeks like this, I just sit back. That's all I do, man. I just sit back and look.
So you didn't catch. So you see are you seeing my screen now, or am I on?
Oh no, let me go to your screen. Let me go to your screen.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the markets.
Markets are looking good, man.
Did you catch any of this giant peak action up above 20 cents?
Nah, see, no, I didn't. I didn't know what was gonna happen. Did you go ahead and capitalize on that?
I mean, just doing through clients, you can see on the Stellar Dex as well. It came a little bit after, so maybe you could have reacted and made money on the Stellar Dex because it came after the Kraken. It's interesting.
Man. Well, let's go ahead. We're gonna talk about some of the news that happened this week. So we have here. This is interesting. Stellar. See if we can squeeze that up on the screen. Stellar expands reach in Latin America with a 3 million investment in the Settle network. What do you think about that, man? That's pretty big. It's gonna open up some definitely some assets to be traded. It looks like this
I
is the
think
fourth investment that Stellar
yeah,
did this year with the SDF Enterprise Fund.
yeah, I think these guys have got they've got a really a good model. So they're. Did you see they've also signed up with OKEX for providing all the payments in and out of Argentina?
That's huge.
So they're going to be doing. They've got some of the big exchanges lined up, and I think even Binance as well. So they've got
Really?
Binance, OKEX, and Stellar all wrapped together. For me, it's the
Wow.
biggest news.
Yeah. That I mean, talking with you about all the stuff that's going on. I gotta agree. This is really good. It's a huge market, and for Stellar to have a clear jump start with a really sound partner, I think is going to be huge for the market. Let's see what else. Well, if we're going to talk about news, we've got to talk about what in the world happened with Bitcoin this week. Definitely, the entire market benefited from this. Here's the part that I thought was interesting. It says right here. Let me blow it up for everybody. Investors who bought at least 1,000 Bitcoins, roughly 23 million at Friday's price, and have had an account open for less than a year have driven significant demand since September. I want people to understand that this is not even the big money that's really coming in here. Everybody wants to, thinks that they're in a rush. When you got money sitting around like this, you could just jump in, when you're ready, when the market you feel is secure, and make a big run. I mean, that's a lot. What do you think about this? Who are these investors you think here, Anthony?
I think it's private family funds. They've been
Mm-hmm.
in Bitcoin a bit, but I think they're expanding. Um, I think they're going as is more and more publicly traded Bitcoin investment tools, because a lot of these guys don't want to manage their own private keys, so they're probably working with a Fidelity or Coinbase or like in Canada, we've got two mutual funds. One launched this week. They raised 67 million right away.
Wow.
So now you can go to any bank branch in Canada and buy Bitcoin. It's pretty cool.
And this is something that I'm glad you discussed here. A lot of people, I hear this chatter in Discord. Sometimes they kind of pounce on me on this, but whenever you talk about institutionals, custodials, they always start raising their teeth and said, who wants to do that? The truth is, a lot of people with money, a lot of people with big pockets, they don't want to sit down and deal with their private keys and transfer in and out. They don't even look at their bank accounts. They have somebody that handles everything and gives them a report on a weekly, monthly basis. I think Warren Buffett meets with the company, the CEOs of the companies that he runs once a year. So you gotta step it up and realize it's a different lingo with these guys here.
Definitely.
Let's look at this. Just on the topic of price. So Bitcoin right now is at 22,000, right? 22,000.
It didn't quite make. I was hoping for the 20,000 euro. I count everything in euros. It just came close, but it didn't quite make 20,000 euros.
Okay.
It's like 18.6.
But here's something.
So the other thing that people got to think about is part of it might be that the dollar is getting weaker, right?
That is. Yes. It's getting weaker, man. It's getting. I mean, you could only print so much, and there was actually like a good chart. I'll see if I can maybe bring it up later, but it shows the actual securities that the Fed is holding, right? And you can see the chart just, this is all it's been doing. And so that's got to have a huge impact on a huge impact on the dollar. But what was interesting, I was going to point out, is right now you see it's 22,990, topped yesterday at 23,000, a little over that. If you bought in the beginning of the year, so you're looking at the beginning of the year, let's keep going, scrolling down. Started off at 7,194, right? So 7,194, it's right now at 22,000. That's about 218%, man. Now you tell me where you could put your money right now and get better than 218% return. You tell me.
You had to hold it through the lows of March.
Oh, come on, man. A lot of
people are freaking out and selling, especially the ones with leverage.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'll tell you somewhere where you might have gotten a little bit more. Hold on. Now, it's not the big sexy number, but Stellar right now is at 8. It starts with an X. All right, let me break it down for you.
Yeah.
Okay, right now Stellar's trading at 18 cents. Okay. The beginning of the year, let's scroll down. That's 4 cents, right? 0.045, right? You want me to do the math for you on that one?
Yeah, please do.
That's about 350%. 350%. So,
very nice.
That's not bad for a year. In general, from a trader's perspective, there's definitely a lot of volatility, a lot of gains happening in the market, and I don't really see I don't think that we've seen the tops yet in general. I saw yesterday. Do you know who Megan Thee Stallion is? Do you know who Megan Thee Stallion is?
I have no idea.
I'll send you her mixtape. I'll send you. She's a rapper, right? She was on Cash App. She partnered with Cash App and was giving away $1 million in Bitcoin. I think that we're only gonna see the beginning of it. My niece, I didn't even know she really listened to hip hop. She goes to Harvard. Shout out. How you doing, Jaya? How you doing? She's doing great. She ran in yesterday. I've talked to her about crypto all year. Do you know when she ran in to say something? When Megan Thee Stallion was giving away $1 million. So that tells you, the reach that we're about to have. So uh, that's it with me on some of the highlights, man.
I got one other bullish tip that I picked up from Reddit actually,
Okay.
and I didn't know. So Stellar Lumens took forever to get listed in Japan. Japan is one of the biggest trading places in the world, right?
Okay.
Um, on retail foreign exchange, they're about 40% of global trading happens in Japan. It's huge.
That's huge.
Um, they all the big exchanges there have lumens listed now. A year and a half ago, they didn't. So
Wow.
for me, that's incredibly positive. And I'm doing a Japan project, so I'm pretty pumped. I'm hoping we can get the land of the rising sun to have a few more lumens in their pockets.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
let's see.
That's good. That's good.
So So we're gonna follow the model we did last week, right?
That's right. We are. We are. You got your screen ready? I went over there. It was off.
Okay, let me turn on my screen,
Okay.
and I'm going over to. We're gonna check out another trading app of the week. It's a Chinese one.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Let's see here.
Can you see me?
I can see you. All right. Let's go.
Okay. So this is probably one of the first stellar trading front ends I ever used that you could download. It's from RippleFox, which they're pretty big in the Ripple and Stellar in ecosystem in China.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that they got their token up there. It's like number 3, 4, 5 often.
Wow.
Um, they do pretty big volumes in China, and and people who are located in China can use them to as an anchor to off ramp into China.
That's big.
It's big. So you got Centis, which is I don't really like as being the biggest one, but whatever.
Dave,
uh,
Dave, Dave. Yeah, that'll be a topic for another day. Definitely.
yeah, we'll talk about them another day. So here's the trading interface. They don't have a chart, unfortunately. Um, you can trade like you can pick your trading pair. So I've got that new settle ARST. I've got Brazil tokens. I've been trying to buy Euro B, which is from that new bank in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Euro T and Anchor USD. So you could like trade. Set this one is my base, and set Euro T is my counter, and I go back to the trade screen. You can see the book. So you can you click? Yeah, it puts the price. That's cool. It doesn't put the
Mm-hmm.
volumes. Um, it's got a convert function, which is
Okay.
a little bit like it's kind of doing a weird path payment thing. Um, so if I want to receive €1 T, I can send a BRL, this much USD or this much XLM, and you can pick any of the assets that are in your wallet.
That's pretty neat.
So, so you can say, oh, the person wants to receive $1, I could send 5.19 BRL, or they want to receive, 7 XLM, I could send $1, 29.
Hmm.
It's not bad.
No, no, no.
Um,
It's simple.
you can see your balances like everyone else. You can send, but it's a pretty standard thing. You can pick a memo. You can have contacts. You can trust additional assets. It looks a little bit like Stellar Term, which I think it was based on an older version of Stellar Term. Um, it's got cash in and cash out. Instead of using the Anchor service, they've got it
Uh
right
huh.
in the app. You can use Union Pay to cash out, and they have the fees here.
But it doesn't give you the option to pick your own bank. Is that what that is?
I know this is using this bank to do withdrawals. You can withdraw to any bank account number in China.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Um, you have to put the name of the person, you put the account number, and then you've got the list of banks here, I think.
Wow.
And then you can say how much the person needs to receive and click. And you can put your email and then hit click. I think you click here to submit. The nice thing in China is payments are instant, so it should be in your wallet, like in your account, in the person's account, probably normally within a minute or two.
Wow, wow. I would love to anybody that's out there. You see this video? I know it's early morning over in Asia right now. Love to get you guys on and talk about Stellar in China. It's a whole market that we don't get to interact with a lot, so that'll be great.
And then they've got it built in for NAOBTC, which is a Bitcoin anchor that I've used in the past. F chain, just all this. It's a they issue a bunch of other Stellar assets, and they've got a trading app, which we can review another time. I think it's only mobile though, and they've got
Okay.
Tempo.
They
Woohoo!
got tempo. Nice.
Because I met them way back. And you can create your you can use Stellars for they've got ICOs listed here that you can trust and add.
Some old school ICOs.
Yeah, it's old school. So if you go to GitHub, they've got it they've got it there. It's it's I think it's updated as of May. So they are updating
Okay.
it. It's got Windows, Mac, and Linux versions. And the nice thing I do like about this is it saves your passwords in encrypted format on the hard drive, so you don't have to share it to a website or something like that. But
Oh, that's
the
great.
charts could be a bit better, and the trading from the newer systems we looked at earlier is definitely a little bit better, but it's not horrible. They just need some updates.
Cool, 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 cool. Yeah, definitely like that. Shout out to Ripple Fox for Fox Select client. Guys, try it out. We're actually live this week. I don't think I even told you. We're live on Twitter and YouTube simultaneously. So,
Nice.
yeah, so anyone out there on YouTube, if you have a comment, I can actually see it. So definitely comment if you have a question. But check out Foxlet and let us know what you think.
And they got Portuguese and French versions of their interface. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I love
Um,
doing this show with you because I get to learn about so much. I know if it's new to me, it's gonna be new to everyone watching this right now.
I mean, there's so many different versions of things you can use in Stellar. The ecosystem just keeps growing. So it's good to go over and look at each thing, and we can sort of get what's the best, and we can learn which one is the best for us.
Absolutely. Now,
So
go ahead.
so next on the agenda, I think we said we'd talk about token of the week,
That's
a
right.
new,
That's right. What is
a
the
new
token
section.
of the week?
You need some music.
I know. Yeah, I know. Right. Some music to play. Ah. Well, you know what? No, I don't have any music to play.
Okay. So for everyone listening, let's go to. We're going to look at the Bitbond STO.
Oh, I got some
Woo!
sound effects.
Bitbond STO.
All right. Yeah.
Bitbond.
Yeah. You told me.
Uh,
You told me I missed out on some money this week, man. That hurt my feelings.
Bitbond STO. We're going to look at it on Stellar Expert. And why Stellar Expert? Because I like their measurement of liquidity, interoperability, volume, trades, trust lines, payments, and age. They mix them all
Okay.
to give basically a score to the to each token.
Yeah, because the first time I saw that, I did not really quite understand what I was looking at.
Then they show you like they got a lot of users at the beginning, and it's sort of evened off.
Mm-hmm.
You can see who's behind it. Bitcoin Finance. They got their address. I always I like to look at these the details. I've got some of the details in here. So it's a
Fixed coupon.
bond. It pays 4% interest. It was the first official SDO in Germany and maybe even in Europe for an actual bond.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all payments of BB1 are in euro denominated and paid in XLM.
You
So
guys
what they
hear
do is
that?
each month they pay you some XLM. They basically scan the Stellar Dex, and whoever's holding it will get some XLM as interest.
Nice. And right now it's at 4%.
4% plus 60% of their profits.
Wow.
Um,
Look at that.
but
So just
that's
by
paid out
holding
annually.
it. Wow, 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 wow. So everybody, wow, that's you just learned something big. That's 4% you get paid out quarterly, and 60% of pre-tax profit paid out annually. Mm. Pays to hold. Now that's what I call hodling, baby.
And it's got Radco. I think you've had it on your show.
Yeah, shout out to Rodco, man. Chatted with him earlier today. He's busy all over the place.
Okay. So that's, and you can, the last thing I'm just going to go through here is because this is worth looking at as well.
Okay.
So I got a 4.6 because it doesn't really have the liquidity. There's not that much trading. There's not much weekly volume. So that's the main thing hurting this thing. There's no DEX volume, not that
Now,
many payments.
what is the rating range? So it's a 4 out of what? Out of 10?
Out of 10. Yeah,
Okay.
it's out of 10. So the age is, you can see it's at 9.
Mm-hmm.
Liquidity is 4. And volume is what's killing it. There's nobody trading it. So that's why I'm talking about it on the show. Trading volume is only a 1. So that's what's
Yeah.
hurting this thing. And then you can go through and you can see how many people are using it. It's about 1,000. The average person has about 150 BB1 tokens in their wallet. You can see the number of payment volume. It's about 5 million. So it's been about 5 million euros of payment volume. Current price is it's trading at 80 cents. So it's trading at a discount to the euro. So at about a 40% discount to its
Wow.
underlying price. And then the last thing I like to look at sometimes is you can check here. You can check the markets. This will show you markets, so you don't have to necessarily go to a trading app. So there is some, there's some people, there's some volume here, but look at the price spread. It's 50%.
That's a
So
huge spread.
people coming in and out, you're going to make a 20 to 30% spread on every trade. So if you're looking for something to trade, this is not a bad one. If you're looking for something fun to trade. And you can trade it all between against XLM and also against the euro because it's denominated in euros.
Okay.
So the price spread is 50% as well. It's a little bit tighter on and it's not really much volume there at all either. And then you can look, finally, I like to see if there's a lot of whales, like who's holding most of it. And in this case, yeah, we got some whales.
Now, how did you
These
get?
guys are,
How did you get to that?
you go into the
Asset holders.
go to asset holders.
I've never
And the
looked at that
whales will
before.
tell me, like, can someone come in and like kill the market? So when I'm trading
Hmm.
something, I like to see something that's fairly widely distributed. So one person couldn't just suddenly come and tank the market. So the only downside here with this one is these top, I don't know if these are institutions or who they are, the top
Mm-hmm.
8 holder, 10 guys are holding like 80% of it, 80 to 90%.
Yeah, that 4% is pretty good. And
But
that's yeah,
4% is
yeah.
pretty good. So these big guys are holding it and holding for the long term. And the last thing I like to do is look at these candlesticks, and you can look at the sort of the volume on a day, like what's it trading at. Then I'll open it. I'll go to the website. I'll click on the link and I'll go to the website, have a look at their website. They've got a little light paper here. They've got a prospectus. Um, I don't have any news. It'd be nice if they had some news.
Yeah, this might need to be updated. I know one thing that for all the ticket the token issuers out there on Stellar Expert, hopefully they do get from this that as more and more people come to the Stellar Dex, definitely make sure that you have the most up to date information. It really helps out for everyone trying to figure out trust lines, tokens to trade, etc. So definitely good feedback there.
Yeah, for example, I like this one because they've never missed an interest payment.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. So let's. I think that's it about the Bitbond token. Bought in the ICO for clear. I only bought less than $20 worth just to be a participant,
Okay.
and I'll trade it here and there, but I'm not like a big investor. So this isn't an investment advice of any kind.
Yes, please.
Um,
Once again, this is not investment advice. This is strictly just overviews, entertainment.
yeah. Okay. So that's Bitbond. Is there any other tokens you want to talk about today, or are we good?
I think we're good. We're good for today. We're pulling up just around 30 minutes. Nice quick show. Why don't we talk about what we're going to start working on next week?
Sure. Next week I'm working on this thing called Kelp. Kelp, which you interviewed previously. It's a trading platform for algorithmic trading, and they're working on an interface for it. We're building a little interface. You could use any wallet to trade against Kelp. So basically, you could take any wallet. It could be Lobster, could be Stellar Term, could be Stellar X, and you can actually use Kelp from it
Nice.
very easily. So that's what I'm going to talk about next week, and we'll do a demo.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I think that I appreciate the work that you're doing, the feedback that's coming out, because I think that Kelp has the ability to be a game changer for the DEX as far as helping to create liquidity. So I'm looking forward to that myself. Definitely.
Well, it was great chatting with you again, and we'll see you next week.
All right, everybody. This is the Ledger Explorer, man. This is I actually like to. Can you talk about this real quick before we leave? Because I was actually reading over this as we were talking. So we got
So
asset stats, unique assets 8,662, overall payments 405 million, overall DEX trades 43 million. This is, I mean, growing activity here, which is great to see. Great to see.
this is my favorite site, for sure. I love the asset searching. Um, Orbit Lens has done a great job on this site. I love the asset searching. You can do this is based on that rating that we talked about. You
Yeah,
can
yeah,
also
yeah.
trade on weekly trading volume. It's great for finding out about new tokens, and please do your own research. This is an investment advice. I really like the markets screen where you can
Mm-hmm.
have a look at the fiat volumes. Like you can see this week we're doing some volume between. I've been trading a lot, like I showed you before. I've been trading a lot of the Nigerian naira,
Mm-hmm.
cowrie, and euro T. So this is pretty much me. I traded a little bit more than 100,000 this week on that one.
That's not
Um,
bad. Yeah. It looks like a lot of there's a lot of activity because what is that ZAR? Where is that?
ZAR.
Right
This
under
one,
Cowrie. Yeah. So you have
I
it
think
there,
it's
and
as an African currency. Uh, I'm not sure they are. Is that?
yeah, because that was number two, right under Cowrie too as well. The Naira, I should say.
It's an unknown token. They're not telling us anything about it.
Interesting.
Here's the issuer. I don't know anything about it. I'll dig into it for next week.
Okay. Well, guys, look, I appreciate you hanging out, and we will be back next week. If you have any questions, ideas, things you want us to talk about, definitely send us a message. Other than that, see you guys later. We're going to be here trading a little bit more. Bye.